What up? What up? How y'all doing? How you doing? Doing alright. Been better. I've been worse. Kind of going through it a little bit today, but I count it all as joy. I had 3 females in my life. I lost all 3 in 3 days. The first one is she was my boss lady for like the last 7 years. Took me in, gave me a job, housed me, and loved me like a mother. She's my best friend. How you doing? She was my only friend for quite some time when I didn't have any friends. I didn't have anyone. When I was in my deep, dark depression, I was in a really bad spot. And she showed me unconditional love the whole time. Relationship, everything started off great. And helped me out when I got out of prison. Was the first people, to give me a job. Really boosted me up. It was really, very nice to me. We had a great relationship for years. In a business that she runs, the business owner, the CEO of the company, and as she started from scratch. And I was pretty good at my job. She actually told me one time, she said she didn't want to tell me because she thought it would boost my head. It didn't really boost my head, but it did make me feel good. But she says, you're the best employee I've ever had. Made me feel very good about myself. I went through some rocky roads during that time. It's kind of a long story, but, I lost all my family, lost all my friends, basically lost everything I had. And, she thought it was great. She thought it was awesome. She thought it was amazing. I thought all the same things about her. So it was mutual. And she taught me a lot. Strong, independent woman. 71 years old. Still works. 6, sometimes 7 days a week, still to this day. In the hot sun, hot Florida sun, at that. And I'm not talking a couple hours a day. I'm talking full sun up to sun down. All right. So, and pools don't, it doesn't sound like it's a hard job, but it's really not. Well, it depends on the pools you have, but when you're doing 20 plus pools a day, it gets pretty tough, especially with, the weather and different things that go on. But this is kind of my fault. I'm just gonna say it's my fault. I'm gonna take the blame. I can't put it on her. I can't put it on anyone else. I could accept responsibility. I was going through a few different situations, stressful situations at the time. We've been getting along great too, most recently. But I speak the truth, and especially to the ones I love. I for everybody, but I don't even hold back with the ones I'm closest to. And sometimes I come off as harsh, but I have to speak the truth, and I have to speak it as bluntly as possible sometimes. Especially those ones around me, people that are close to me, because I love them. I can't hold back. I have to speak my mind. I have to get it through to them. That was kind of how I got, estranged from my family and friends and things like that. There's a lot of people they just want to hear stuff that sounds good. They want to hear what's pleasing to the ear. I'm not here to do that. I want to tell the truth, and if it's good, it's good. But if it's hard, it's hard. Sometimes I wish I could say it in a different way, but it just comes out how it comes out. So anyway, I guess I said some stuff that was pretty tough and pretty harsh, and she's pissed. She does so much for me. She's been so good to me. It really hurts my heart. So that was number one. Maybe it's not completely over, but right now is definitely not a good time. And I'm more ashamed of myself for doing what I have to do. Like I said, it's not an easy job. But again, I can't hold back, and I'm just going to hopefully make her better and stronger for it. Regardless, and that's all I pray for. That something good comes out of it. The other one, I didn't really lose her, but it's a woman I help out in the streets. We help each other out. It's a symbiotic relationship. I do a lot of things, and it's only been a few months or something like that, but like hanging out every day, and again, we help each other out. She's a little bit older than me as well. And, women have it hard in these streets. Because guys, they try to take advantage of a woman. But women have a different perspective. Well, especially if they've been abused or taken advantage of before. Now they kind of got, man's number. They're like, they're wary, and they think, everybody's up to no good. Once bitten, twice shy. So I feel her on that. But, again, she said she always felt comfortable around me. She wants to, wherever I go at night or during the day, she wants to be near me. She says it makes her feel protected. She feels safe. So, it's... She's got a lot of haters too, but she's she's a really great person. She's really cool and intelligent and very nice. Just like the previous woman. We have our differences sometimes. Just like me and the previous woman. And, she frustrates me sometimes when she gets in her drinks. But it's all right, because in the morning time, she'll take, she'll take a Quaalude. She'll love me in the morning. Then she's super sweet, super sweetheart. So that overrides that. I'll count that as righteousness automatically. So I'm the bad guy in all this. I'm not really the bad guy, but I'm not really the innocent. I'm not the innocent party. And they're not either. You know, it takes two to tango. And women are, you know, they can be sly. They know how to, you know, start a fight and then, you know, you hurt their feelings and they're, you know, they point the finger at you. That's all right. I'll take this. I'll take it. I deserve it. I deserve it. And I can take it. You know, I'm built for this type of thing. So it's not easy, especially in my situation. I got 10 cents in my pocket. So anyway, like I said, these women in the streets, you know, have a hard time. Like I said, you know, guys, you know, always trying to get at them, get what they can, but they're, you know, they're men. What do you expect? You know, to a certain degree. You know, but somebody like say, you know, you gotta shoot your shot, right? So anyhow, she kind of needs a place to go sometimes. To get a shower, maybe get a bed to sleep in for the night. You know, local guys will try to come and scoop her, and then, you know, but they're not doing that out of the kindness of their heart. They want, you know, sexual favors and stuff back, and you know, it's pretty sick. Like, they try to prostitute and take advantage of these homeless women in these streets, and, you know, exploit their weakness. When the going gets too hard, then, you know, they'll give in. These guys are, I mean, you know, they're cold-hearted, dude. But again, that's just from what I hear in this. You know, I won't go into all that. Yeah, but that's just, you know, I'm just hearing one version of the story. But anyway, but that happens a lot in general with a lot of women. So I definitely feel their pain, because I've talked and I've hung out with a lot of girls out here, a lot of women, young and old, and they're tough. They gotta be. But, you know, like I said, it's, you know, it's different when you're in the jungle. The third one, so I didn't really lose her, but like I said, she's with a dude that's probably taking advantage of her. So she's tough, so she'll do what she has to do. And she won't mourn about it. She won't bitch about it. She won't be proud of it, but, you know, she'll take it like a champ. I have much respect and love for that. You know, it's hard to imagine. It was all good just a week ago. It's funny what 7 days can change. It's a Jay-Z Too Short song. Life and Times, Sean Carter, Volume 2. I believe it's Volume 2. Now the third girl, she's younger than me. She's 36. I've been chatting her up for a couple months now. We've been talking and doing our thing. Hang out a little bit here and there. Kind of been courting her. Because I love her spirit. I love her as a, she's a strong girl. She's, smart. She's funny. She's down to earth, and she's real. And like I said, we've been getting along. Everything's been good. And she offered me me to come to her place for a couple days. Supposed to be this upcoming week. She said, you know, you can come over here and get cleaned up, sleep in a nice bed, you know, blase squaze, all that good stuff. And so, you know, I started shooting my shot. A few layups. Shot a tray. Like yesterday, the other day, it's like, you know, we're kissing, we're doing all this stuff. So the relationship's moving along. We're, you know, it's progressing, getting to know each other better, and you know, naturally things evolve. Sometimes, like, you know, same way I can come on, you know, when I love somebody or even other people, is I don't hold back. I don't hold no bunches. I wear my heart on my sleeve. Just who I am. So, you know, I'm gonna tell you. It might, like I said, it might hurt your feelings, but I gotta tell you, because you hear a lot of things. Oh, I never knew. Well, most people who know me, they never say I never knew. I tell them. Like I said, you know, I can accept the hard truth. If I'm being a jerk, let me know. I'm not gonna hold it against you, because maybe I am. But maybe you just think I'm being a jerk, and maybe I'm not. And you're just sensitive, or you're used to, you know, whatever. Someone lying to you, tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. I tell sweet truths that hit hard in the pain. So anyhow, maybe I pushed the envelope a little bit too much. I don't know. I mean, she didn't tell me that, you know, because I asked and, you know, confirmed and stuff like that, you know, just to double check I'm not overstepping any boundaries. Oh, no. You know, get her to verbalize it, just so I know for sure, like, I'm not in the blind. You know, you like me, I like you. You like me, right? Oh yeah, you find me attractive? Yes, I do, very much. All right, cool. I'm not doing anything out of the ordinary or something that makes you feel uncomfortable. Oh, no. So I haven't done, you know, anything around those lines. So anyway, I was about 10 miles away. I frequent her place of employment a lot. You know, when she gets off work and stuff, I'll show up over there and we'll talk and we'll hang out for a little bit or whatever. So anyway, I was about 10 miles away. I knew she was about to get off work, so I said, you know, let me try to get down there as soon as possible and try to, you know, make it. So I get all the way down there. When I'm getting down there, she's like coming out the parking lot. But she's talking to this other dude. She's talking to some dude I know. This is a dude I got some play in a video, like, you know, 10 videos ago or something. Told you about this dude. I got him some play and stuff, put him in the game. Even last night, he was telling me, you know, I seen Brittany. He goes, you know, whatever, I know you, you know. He goes, you get all the women, you get all the, you know, you got all the chicks. I know I'm a good-looking dude. It's not really even so much physically. You know, when females, I mean, even guys, but, you know, when people get to know me, with females, like, they're like, you know, like, it's almost too good to be true, because you're like, you know, you're good looking and you're like, a lot of people can't, you know, a lot of these chicks are like, they can't get, you know, they like see me walking on my feet or on a skateboard or whatever, you know. Some people are caught up in, excuse me. Sorry, hold on one moment. My mom said to do the sign, the saying. Never, my family is raised Roman Catholic. So anyway, that dude is he said, oh yeah. He goes, I'm already at her. He goes, I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just kidding. Told me this last night, right? So today, she doesn't know I'm there yet. I'm just pulling up. I'm coming like through the back way. She works at a gas station. So I'm like coming, from the back entrance. I see him out front talking and stuff, and I'm like, hey! When I'm coming up, because I see she's about to hop in the car. And then I see him go and hop in the car too. So I said, what's up? He said, going for a cruise. She didn't have nothing to say. She just jumped in the car. So I just waved to him. Shot him the deuces, the double deuces. And smiled and kept it moving. What's a real player supposed to do? That's what a real player is supposed to do. I don't let it bother me. But yeah, I can't say it really doesn't bother me, but it really doesn't bother me. But I would be lying, because like I said, I thought we were building a little something. And I didn't know, where it's going. Like I said, we're not married, so she's free to do whatever she wants to do. But it reminds me of that Eminem song. I'm not a jealous guy, but females lie. I can't be your Superman, you're Superman, you're Superman. Leap tall buildings in a single bound. I'm single now. So anyway, like I said, when we first were talking, she was like, I don't want a relationship, this, that, and the other. And so I mentioned that to her like yesterday, the day before. I said, well, I know you don't want a relationship. I said, I don't really rely for a relationship either. And then she backpedaled. And she's like, well, because now, when we're getting in the thick of things, now they catch feelings. You know what I mean? So I said, you're scared of me. First I told her I was scared of her. And that perked her up. I said she was hard to read, like a poker player. But I'm a pretty good damn poker player. So it's not that I'm not telling the truth. She's a hard read, but it doesn't mean I can't read her like a book. I've read plenty hard books that were difficult to understand, but I get through it and I figure it out. Don't take me long. So yeah, they take off, they peel off. It's a 4-door SUV. Could have invited me, hey, slide with us. So I just kind of, turned around and, disappointment. Probably had a little sad face on a little bit. I was smiling, but I'm sure, probably see it in my eyes or something. It's not so much that, because maybe it'll turn out anyway. I deleted her phone number right off the rep. I just deleted the whole number, the contact, all the calls. So I don't have her number. I don't know it by heart. It's just in my phone. But they said if something's meant to be, it's meant to be. It says let it go. If it comes back, then it's yours. If it doesn't, it was never meant to be. So that's the way I handled that. Gotta be strong. So that's what I'm doing. And I prayed on it and just said, she ain't called me yet. I'm surprised she didn't text or do nothing. Maybe she expects me to contact her, but I know she feels guilty. She has a guilty conscience, I'm sure. But how she deals with that guilty conscience, I don't know. 'Cause maybe she doesn't care. Maybe she's like, whatever. I think dude's probably more her speed anyway. Physically, she's not the most beautiful girl, honestly. And she's all right. Like I said, more was her attitude and her spirit and how she, she treats people and she treats me, like I said, real sweetheart. So I felt like, I've been thinking about this Hallow Shao all the time. Hallow Shao, Jack Black. You gotta see the inner beauty versus the outside. So, I seek women like that, but I think a physical attraction I've always felt like a physical attraction is necessary. And there is some there. Like I said, it's not like the girl of my dreams or anything like that. But again, I've been putting my bid in. Like I said, all's fair in love and war. So I wish him the best, but I think dude's probably more her speed. Like I said, he's kind of rough, but he's, rough looking and stuff. But, I got no hatred or anything against him. I mean, dude's shooting his shot, if she lets, him make one in off the backboard. Hey, man. Lucky shot or skill and precision. Either which way, if it goes in, it goes in. Buzzer beater. But this game's still being played out. It's not over. So I haven't lost all three. I'm just, but I kind of really have. And I like hanging out with women because I've hung out with a lot of dudes throughout my life. And, even just for companionship, friendship, non-sexual things, just it's cool to chill with a chick sometimes, man. Especially a real one. Like I said, I hang, all these motherfuckers are real. They're all cool as fuck. I love them and I respect them. And like I said, well, they'll tell you two stories. If you ask them, I'm just going to be straight up with you. Mostly they'll say I'm a good guy. They'll say all these great things about me. I'm not going to toot my own horn. But they'll tell you some bad things too. They're not, like I said, they're not necessarily bad things. But a man has to be a man. And we think differently than women. But they've, like I said, my ex-boss lady, my best friend, she's, like I said, she's strong. She's a strong-ass woman, dude. She's tougher than a lot of men I know. And, a real trooper. Super trooper. Not no police shit, though. Not no cop. Again, nothing against cops. Or Keystone Cops. Like I said, Super Troopers about. I think I watched Super Troopers. I don't even know. If I did, I probably didn't even pay attention, really. I guess it's supposed to be a cult classic or something. So anyway, like I said, I don't count it as a loss. I count it as joy. Because maybe these things, like I said, when you pray on stuff, and you pray on things, and you feel like you took a loss or you lost something, but that was an obstacle. That was something that Spirit and God wanted you to see. It just so happened, I made it right there on time to see that happen with the girl, right? Her talking to the guy, and they're getting in the car, and I'm rolling up at the same time. So it was like, aha, caught you in the act. Well, I didn't do none of that. I didn't yell or scream or do anything. I just, like I said, Y'all have fun now, you hear? Y'all come back now, you hear? That's where that came from. So, anyway, maybe it's just an innocent thing. Maybe they just went to go smoke a joint or whatever. That's cool. I can't be mad at that. Really, I can't be mad at anything. But like I said, God will take these people out of your life. You think he's punishing you. But really, he's like, no, she's not for you. He's showing me that now. You know, because it's like, oh, you know, a lot of women will say, well, you should have put a ring on. Well, number one, we just met and we're in the courting stage. Like I said, all's fair in love and war, but it's kind of like when you're putting your bid in and you kind of got to a certain point, it's almost like you start going by relationship rules at that point. You know what I mean? Because it's like, okay, well, there's a potential for a relationship. So like, if I'm talking to anybody else, I'm going to back burner them, or I'm not looking or searching for anybody else. Like I got somebody who I'm focused on, and we're going to see where this can go. Because that was the discussion. It's like no expectations, whatever. You know, and I just like to think I'm overthinking it, but I'm not. So anyhow, if she calls me or texts me, I don't think I'm going to go by her place anymore. I don't think I'm going to go around. Instead, I mean, I got trespassed by her cousin, as a matter of fact. Not because of me, really. There were some other people out in front of the store, laid out and doing stuff, so they called the cops, and guilty by association, basically. All the other employees know that, and they're like, they don't care. They're like, you can come here anytime, just when so-and-so's here, don't come, because she'll call the cops. I almost got arrested the other day, too. I did go in there. I didn't know she was there. Kind of as I want to say a word to her, I want to talk to her, and she had lied on me. You know, one day she told the girl I was talking to, she said, because everyone else says, you know, we never see you doing no bullshit. See you talking to, you know, customers that are coming in, holding the doors, doing stuff like that, always in a cheerful mood. I'm trying to say I was looking in cars one day. Like, first off, the whole place is under surveillance. So what am I, a retard or an idiot or a fool or something? Like, yeah, I'm looking in cars. Dude, I don't have to steal. I get everything I want when I need it. It gets provided. Sometimes things move slow, and sometimes it comes in abundance. So anyway, that was her reasoning and stuff behind that. And, you know, there's a lot of customers that are mad. People that come through that see me out there and come and chat me up. You know, they come and talk to me. You know, sometimes for hours. I mean, these are regular, everyday people. And, you know, they really like, you know, people like to talk. Especially, you know, have intelligent conversation. Talk about things. And like I said, there's all kinds of people out here, man, that are, you know, need that. They can't get it at home. They can't get it in the workplace. They can't get it anywhere else. So you'll find things in weird places, you know. You might go to the park and you see certain people every now and then that you can talk to and have a great conversation. Could be the bar. It could be anywhere. You know, wherever maybe you frequent or maybe you don't. It's like a park bench. You know, near a gas station. It's like it's kind of like a little hub in a way, like a little square that people can come to and converse. But there's a lot, like I said, there's a lot of other transients and people hang around there, and they kind of mess things up. You know, they go in and trash the bathroom. You know, stall the toilets, like, you know, just dirty up the whole place, flood the bathroom out. And they shut the bathrooms down, and they, you know, like, oh, you know, they put you all in the same book. You know, they write you all off. They don't want to blame anyone individually. They want to hold it against, oh, well, these panhandlers. They never, oh, please, I said, we've never seen you out there panhandling. I said, you always have money, you always have things. Dude, I'm blessed. What can I say, man? I mean, like I said, right now I almost feel like breaking down and panhandling. I almost did it earlier. I'm like looking in the trash for something to eat. At $1 and like 23 cents. And right when I go to look in the trash can, I find another $1. Enough to get me a little something to eat. So I did that. I said, God answers every time. Like I said, I really don't worry about it. Things are all going to work out. I know that for sure. Again, I don't know how it's going to go down, because sometimes you get on track and you kind of foresee the future, or what you're thinking is the future. Man plans, God laughs. But I'm not planning, because I'm just trying to follow His lead. But like I said, there's a curve in the road, something like that. So there's a curve on the road right here. There's no guardrails, and it's possible to run off the cliff. But I'm like a NASCAR driver. I hit that curve like it went none. So this is different than a lot of my other videos. A lot of people don't like to talk about their personal lives, stuff like that. Put their business out there. I mean, I'm an open book. Really don't hold nothing back. I mean, my life is important. Like, there's important things, but mostly, my teachings and my knowledge and my wisdom and understanding are really like, things I like to speak on. But, I like to talk about my personal business as well. Give you perspective into my life and some of the things I deal with. Not all of them. Like I said, if not, I would be talking all day and all night. So here I am again. Lost the women in my life, and I can't really trust the dudes in my life that are around. So it's like I gotta, I haven't had this many friends in a long time. You can call them friends, but I got, like I said, I got a little crew. I don't necessarily, hang out with them, but I'm around them. We'll drink beers, we'll hang out, we'll shoot the shit, things like that, and just listen to music and have a good time. And I haven't had that in a long time, so I enjoy it. But now you find out, and a lot of them, they respect me and they love me and they look up to me. I mean, and there's mostly all older people than me. And I love them and I respect them because they have a lot of stories. I learn a lot from them, but they learn a lot from me too, because I've done a lot of things that they haven't done. They've done things I haven't done. So we exchange stories, and we live life, and we're merry. So that's Nipsey Hussle. The marathon continues. It's going to keep going on. I don't know where the road's going to lead me. The boulevard of broken dreams. But like I said, it's just either an obstacle or something to get past. And like I said, I'll get it all back and then some, and plus tax. So I'm not worried about it. God says, I got you. I know He's got me. I know He's got me. And that's what I love. Thanks for listening. Peace.